Okay, so I think especially when I was younger, I first started friendships for a lot of different reasons, but I think in hindsight, if I think about it, mainly for the main reason was in terms of rewards. And by that, I mean, I think subconsciously, I was wanted to become friends with and spent a lot of energy getting to spend time with people who had a lot of social capital in settings that I wanted to be in. So, for example, when I was living in San Francisco for a while, I was really into going to drag shows. So, I made an effort to become friends with people who were either drag queens or who were well known in that arena. And I kind of saw that, or see that, I guess, in hindsight as social capital. And then I think the people that I've become closer friends with and have stayed friends long term are based on similarity. So a lot of my friends, I think, we've gone to the point where sometimes I feel like we think exactly alike, and it feels like there's very little effort in our friendship that's required. And I think that's because we're so similar and can kind of move about the world similarly and think similarly. So there's not a lot of like explaining that needs to happen. And then in terms of romantic relationships, I think those kind of form differently. I think initially, my romantic relationships have been formed by reciprocal attraction. If I think about my past romantic relationships, I typically was friends with the people and started to grow feelings from them when I learned that they had feelings for me. I think as soon as you learn that somebody else admires you, then you start to kind of rethink your feelings for them. And then I think the biggest value I found in my relationships um, that are more long term are that they're complementary. So I find myself being attracted to people who are have a similar worldview and have similar interests, but also complementary in that some of the personality traits they have might be different than me, but complement my personality traits. So, a really good example of that is that I'm pretty an emotional decision maker, and so I respect people that are more logical and are able to kind of teach me how to make rational decisions. And yeah, that's kind of the main example, but I think that is a big part of my relationships that grow is just me feeling like I can learn from them. And I think a lot of that comes from being complimentary. Thank you.